settings so you can see my full screen. So obviously I've got my 3 monitors, so you got one comes down here and one comes down here, you know, 3 monitors, got left and right. So go back one, do that one, so go again, 3 monitors up. So is this the one I'm going live on? No, it's not. I'm not going live on that. That's my old one. That was about half hour ago. Drop in. No, that's not. Hello? Hello?
Move your microphone close to you.
Put it closer.
Sound like this.
Am I live now? Can you hear me?
Hang on.
Check on the stream if it's working.
Move your microphone so it's like this.
How
So your microphone's here to your mouth.
So what's it look like?
You need your microphone like right near you.
Can you hear me now? Do I have to turn is the mic up full? Yeah.
That's a bit better. Move your microphone a bit closer to you.
How
It's
bloody?
still not close enough.
Don't think it's gonna work. What about here? Here?
Say that again.
Hello. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me properly on this?
It is really muffled and quiet.
Right. So what?
Like I said, if you look at where my microphone is to me, I have my, I'll put my microphone where I have mine.
Right.
That's where my microphone is to my camera. To me and my camera.
Yeah.
It needs to be like no more than 5 inches away from your face, really.
Yeah.
A foot tops.
What's it look like now? Does it work?
You also might need to turn your mic up in OBS or something.
OBS is full. It's
turn the dial up on your mic. Try now.
That's on max.
Oh, but take the muffle.
Bloody hell. Oh yeah. What about that? Muffs off.
That's clearer.
Is that clearer?
That's a lot clearer.
Right. Have it somewhere there, yeah?
That's clearer, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you might somewhere there may be settings where your microphone's being turned down somewhere.
Right.
But that's a lot clearer.
Ah, cool. Muffs off. Yeah, I can hear myself on my own.
That's clearer.
Is that clearer?
That's a lot
Oh,
clearer.
bloody hell, I'm hurting. Could do with coffee. Have it somewhere there, yeah?
That's clearer, yeah.
Right.
That's clearer, yeah. But yeah, you might somewhere there may be settings where your microphone's being turned
Oh wow,
down
Facebook's like
somewhere.
got a delay to it, right?
But that's a lot clearer.
Ah, cool. Muffs off. So, does my webcam look okay there?
Your webcam looks okay there.
Right, because I'm just waiting to upload. What's that little thing down the bottom here? Click here to read your unread notifications on Streamlabs OBS, and then it's the left thing there. What's that say? Your stream is expiring issues. What are those? Experiencing issues.
Yeah, it's probably bandwidth issues.
Oh right, because I am getting click status. 65.7 on my GPU, 60 frame rates per second. What that is? 0 drop frame rate, but it's 2005, 6, whatever that is. But it looks good, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's
I
forget what it was called, but yeah, at the minute your stream it's like the actual what's coming through through Twitch is basically like from about a couple of minutes ago. I've probably put way too much salt in that now.
Right.
So I wasn't thinking. But yeah, it's
Twitch don't
it's
look.
very delayed at the minute, but yeah, it's probably a bandwidth issue or like your bit rate issue. But I mean,
It might be down to it might be down to me downloading what's it called, the Call of Duty. Do you know, the free one?
Yeah, I would do that when you just pause the download. That will be clogging a lot.
That's the one I'm actually wanting to stream, the Call of Duty Warzone. So I've got 16.23, yeah, 1621 gigabytes left. So just waiting for that to stream. But does it look frozen? Does it look frozen on the Twitch?
Yeah, looking at where your mic is to your head in the current frame on the screen.
Yeah.
Move your microphone. Either move your microphone about 2 to 3 inches closer to you, or move yourself 2 to 3 inches closer to the microphone.
If I'm like that, I literally can't see the screen. It's where I've got the mic at the moment.
Oh, you can move your microphone. You can do this. You can move your microphone above you and then tilt it. But what I mean is that your microphone needs to be a bit closer.
Oh right, because it's quite far away where it's attached to the wall. It's different. Yeah. So, because it looks jumpy on Facebook. Just when this download's done, it's probably will help because I am streaming to YouTube. I am streaming to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at once.
Do this with your. Hang on. You can do this with your mic as well. You can put it at an angle.
Yeah.
So if you have it at a slight angle and then have it like above your head, but closer towards you. Right.
It sounds quite loud anyway when I'm speaking. Anyway, I can hear myself clear.
Yeah, but it's also as well compared to like your game audio as well. So you might need to turn your game audio down a little bit on OBS.
Right.
But yeah, I mean that sounded a lot better than it was like 10 minutes ago.
Right. Bloody hell! What's going on here? Yeah, so yeah, because it literally shows on Twitch that the game's like not doing nothing. It looks frozen. The screen looks frozen.
Some of it be because you're in a video chat with me at the minute.
Ah, yeah. Also, and also Facebook. Can I see myself moving around on that? That's frozen as well. So hopefully, as soon as this all downloads, it'll be fine. Yeah,
your bandwidth is being clogged up by that.
Yeah, so I'm downloading.
I am getting like footage from your computer here.
So you getting anything coming out your end?
Audio, yeah. But I bet your video's like.
Yeah.
Like this. So the audio's going through like that, and you're like this, and then occasionally you move. Yeah, and it's so your video's doing a lot of this.
Oh, and, right. Oh, right.
Yeah, so,
am I getting views? No.
Check out my criticism.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I had one view on this stream I just had done before. I had one person on there.
This is the art of bad dubbing.
My precious.
No. I am an expert in the art of bad dubbing.
My precious. My precious. What's your mouth?
So, you think you can beat me, do you?
Oh.
I must warn you. I am an expert in martial arts.
Who is that?
To mess around with that, doing like fake dubbing.
Dobby.
Dobby.
No, no. Where you move your mouth around.
Yeah.
But you have your mouth moving in like loads of ways that is nothing to do with what you're actually saying.
Right.
So it looks like Chinese movies
Oh,
and
right.
extremely bad dubbing.
I thought he was doing impressions.
No.
Oh, I thought he was.
I'm imitating really badly dubbed Chinese movies.
Oh, right. I thought he was doing what's it called, like impressions of like Dobby of Harry Potter. Or
Not at all.
oh, right.
No, you need to look at what I'm doing with my mouth. And
Yeah, I know. Especially, I had to take that I had to take that. What's it called? Migraine tablet. Made me all sleeping, drowsy. So it's just when I was seeing you doing that, I'm like, whoa, it's throwing me out.
you thought it was 2 tablets.
Huh? Yeah, I thought it was the tablets. Yeah, the old tablets. Right, I've got 12 gigabytes left of that 44, whatever it was. So, have you not got it?
What, Call of Duty
Yeah.
Warzone?
Yeah, I was gonna do. I'd done some Cyberpunk and I just got bored because you can't really talk through that because it's just too much going on to talk. Do you know what I mean? It's just too much commentary and stuff. You're doing stuff and you can't really talk as much on there. But when it's like Call of Duty, you can just go around, mess about, wind people up, go kill them. But I haven't played Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2.
I've got Call of Duty. I mean, I need to do some Cyberpunk. I mean, I'm sorting myself out some food at the minute because I didn't expect Voyage to the Moon to only be about 8 minutes long.
Right.
Probably less than that if I hadn't have died.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've not played Call of Duty. I'm rubbish at those sort of games.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
I've had a look at what the keyboard controls are, and I've got my keyboard set up for it now. You know, with all the I've got the keyboard settings, the light settings on it for. Hang on.
What's that?
So is it that one? Yeah. So I've got my keyboard lights set up for Call of Duty.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah, because I'm not used to like that sort of game. It's not my sort of game, to be honest. I'm not really not into it. But no, like I said, I need to get some Cyberpunk done because I don't have anything in the bank for it.
It's glitching. Yeah.
So if I don't record some Cyberpunk like tonight,
Yeah.
I haven't got anything to upload tomorrow.
Right. Okay. Because I've got loads of Cyberpunk just to cut and just paste. Do you know what I mean? Paste it on YouTube, but it's got to the point where it's just what's it called? I'm gonna get because I've got about 17 hours to like break into like hours clips.
Yeah, I don't get it. How have you got to the point where you are at the moment?
Yeah.
Because I caught a little bit of your Cyberpunk stream. Where you are right there, that's literally just behind where I am.
Yeah.
Right, and it's taken me you've played through it a couple of times now, haven't you?
Yeah, this is the second time I've gone through Cyberpunk, so I'm coming up to that bit. It's just what do you know what I mean? It's just
I'm still on my first playthrough. Like, to get to where I am. Hang on. Let me go on Steam a minute. But to get to where I am in Cyberpunk is
right.
hang on. 43 hours.
43 hours.
Right. So I don't get how you're where you are. Cause I mean, yeah. How the hell are you speed running it or something?
It's just what's it called? Speed running. No, it's just when I'm playing it. It's just once you're done, it's just when I play games, it's just I don't like when I'm on it. It's probably how you are on it's because I played Call of Duty in the past, and then playing Cyberpunk. It's like you do the mission, go through the mission, do all the mission, shoot, 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 done. And then when you get to when you finish that mission, it's run or shoot there in your car, even though you're driving like a nutter. You get to that next mission, do the mission. It's just there's no potting around like going, oh, look at this person walking up the street, and then you see the person walking up the street and you think, oh, look, that person's having a cigarette, and they're just sitting there doing that. Or you think, oh, look at this car, let's go and do a burnout with this car, see what it is. I'm constantly.
I haven't been going for like mission to mission. I haven't just been walking to the missions. I have been like paying attention to the story and that. I mean, I have been like doing things like one of the missions recently. I nearly managed to do the entire mission stealthy. Nearly managed to pull that off, but I got I got picked off by a robot near the end, but I nearly managed to do the entire mission stealthy.
Yeah.
I was quite pleased with that. And it's like, yeah, the last video I uploaded, that had the love scene with Judy. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I'm just about to go into. It's come up point of no return, and that's what I'm about to do with Yubanuro Arasaka's sister.
Right.
But the bit you've just done, that's literally the bit just before what I'm about to do. But in between what you've just done there,
yeah,
and what I'm about to do, I've done the missions with Judy as well.
Oh God, my phone's freezing up. Yeah.
That's probably why you haven't been getting any of the romance stuff. Is that you haven't been doing the missions in order to get them?
I have. Have you done the sandstorm one yet?
The what?
This where you're in the sandstorm.
No.
Yeah, because that's where I'm sitting there. It's where you were going to rescue. Because Judy's the one part of that army camp in the fields, isn't it?
No.
Which one's she?
Judy Alvarez. She's the brain dance.
Right, because the one it's the one V's been like speaking to and getting really close to is the one out. It's the one who does like I think cars, but she's the one when you're out in the desert. I think it is, yeah, where you're out in the desert and you have to do the mission where you're with the camp and then you end up blowing up the big.
Have you been doing any of the stuff with Claire? Trans woman.
No. No, haven't done it.
Yeah, right. In that case, then get to the Afterlife bar, speak to Claire. There's like a whole load of missions and stuff with there, and she even talks about like her transition and stuff as well.
Right. Which one's Afterlife? Is that the one in the? Is that the one? Not it ain't the what's it called? Near clouds, is it?
That's the one where you meet Jackie in there, and it's all done up like a morgue. It's also where you. It's also the bar you go to. Yeah, it's the bar you go to. Well, it's where all the edge runners hang out. It's where you speak to Rogue.
Oh, the bar there, the one where you go to the bar and she's asking you for a drink. You go there. That's you do the mission there where you meet. The one who shoots V. He shoots.
Yeah.
Where you get the briefcase to do that mission, and then you come back and he shoots you. Then you end up in the
that's the Afterlife bar. So yeah, you go there, talk to the barmaid, and yeah, transgender. But it's like a bunch of there's like a whole load of missions with her. Then there's also this other guy. There's a guy in the afterlife as well, where there's a mission where you end up going out onto a waterfront somewhere, and there's like a guy that's tied up in a fridge.
Oh no. Yeah.
I mean, there's loads of other stuff there. I mean, I think that's what some of it is where I've been doing like the missions. I've been doing stuff with Judy Alvarez, where it's like I mean, there's a whole load of other plots and stuff there. But I've been doing the stuff with Judy where there's like goes into like snuff brain dances and that. You know, where you've got character who's been kidnapped.
Right.
And then they're basically using her for. It's the one you meet up, the one who actually is hiring you for the mission to get the relic. Right, she ends up disappearing, and Judy's like really worried about her, and it turns out that they've been she had the she was basically sold to a gang that are making snuff movies or snuff brain dances, and there's this whole load of plot there about getting revenge and stuff. Loads of sub stuff there. I know there's a load of missions and stuff that I can be doing with what's she called out in the desert, but I haven't bothered with any of that yet.
Right. Yeah.
I've been concentrating on Judy because Judy's the lesbian romance. There's gay romance, lesbian romance, het male and het female.
Right.
The one out in the desert, like she's a het male love interest.
Ah.
You have to be male and heterosexual. Judy, you have to be female and lesbian. It's like the choices of who you pick when you do the doll bit in the brothel. That affects as well, like the love interests and stuff that you'll get.
Right.
As does things like whether you pick a male or female voice, and whether you have male or female genitalia. That also affects the love interests you got.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's going to be more added. Because I wouldn't mind, because I think it would be quite cool if Claire could be a love interest.
Right, because like I said, because I've done the mission, because you go out in the desert and you do one of the missions there. Because you do the mission where you take down the aircraft. If you've done that one.
Yeah, I've done that one.
Because where you save they're the people who are out in the desert. You have at one point you have to go and save one of them. You end up going to this place to go and rescue him, and then you end up in this big sandstorm out in the desert. Then you end up in this little like shack in the middle of nowhere, and that's where you and her are drinking some whiskey, and that's where they're kind of like flirting with one another, but did try that, but it's just she just said we just want to be friends. So I think if you push into it too much, they can just jump out and feel uncomfortable, but I think you have to work your way through to it.
Yeah, you have to work, you have to do the right things at the right times.
Yeah, UK breaking news. Death toll rises to 1,248 in the third highest daily increase of the pandemic. That's breaking news.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still streaming. I'm a news reporter now as well. chrissiecreams news reports.
I've had a few people saying I should do like reactions to the news and that.
Yeah, no one actually watches these streams anyway.
Well, eventually they will. I mean, like I said, you know, do the try not to laugh challenges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People watch that.
Try not to laugh.
Yeah, I mean, you probably won't get it so much on Twitch, but on YouTube, definitely.
Not on Facebook either, because
Facebook's just. I think Facebook's just a shit platform. Facebook is basically treated like Twitch.
yeah.
And one of the other problems with Facebook as well is you've got the whole pervert problem.
But
You know, guys only want, you know, I've noticed it myself. It's like basically the guys that are watching the female gamers
yeah,
are basically being thirsty. Yeah, they're pervert.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and of course, like the way that the mentality of a lot of these guys is, they call us traps. The thing is in the virtual world, a trap is a thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a trap is a guy who uses a female avatar.
Right.
Right, but they see, you know, they see us as traps as well. And it's like, no, we're not traps, we're trans. There's a big fucking difference.
Yeah.
Hang on, I need to mute that. Right, but yeah, it's they see us as traps. So it's like they come on thinking that they can basically do a bit of
Exactly.
some gamer check.
Yeah.
And then they go, no, I'm not, no, I'm wanking off to a trap. And it's like, yeah, fuck you. I don't do streaming and stuff so that you can fap off because you're a fucking pervert. It's the same. It's like, I put a post up on my Facebook earlier. I've had a couple of responses to it about these mods that allow male, you know, for Cyberpunk, where you can play as male V and then get a romance with Judy.
Yeah.
That sounds a bit rapey to me. I think it's creepy
it does.
as fuck.
Just check.
Yeah, a lot of the people have said it's like the character is a lesbian. Respect that. I mean, that's the thing, that those people that are doing those mods, I know it's a game, but if you're showing that little respect for the LGBT community like that, would you do that in real life if you're given the opportunity? Would you? You know, would these people, if they could, would they manipulate a lesbian to have a heterosexual encounter with them?
I'm not too sure.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, that does sound kind of. Do you know what I mean? Because online they can get away from anything.
You can tell that Judy is lesbian.
Yeah.
You know, the character, the whole persona, the way she carries herself, the way she talks, you know, you can tell she's lesbian.
Right.
So to do that is creepy as fuck to me. You know, it's wrong.
Alright. That's
I think it sounds a bit rapey.
Yeah, it does. Right, it's my bandwidth dropped again. I've now got down to click here to read that. The game's now rendering to disk, so hopefully that will drop back to get my frame rate. Just check on here, Facebook, if that's working. Wave. No, it's not. On YouTube, probably. Let's check YouTube up here. Anything? Oops, no. Why does it say that? Don't get YouTube. It don't work. I'm not even signed into YouTube. That's why. Manage accounts. Let's click on that. Yep. Sign into chrissiecreams. Go apps. Just check YouTube because it is glitching. Because I'm streaming to free. So why am I still signed?